So I'm here with a mid-June update to my hydroponic garden. This is new for 2024 and I'm documenting the progress. So as you can see behind me, the hydroponic garden is flourishing pretty nicely. So I'm going to give a little tour and describe kind of what experience I've had so far. All right, so I'm heading on in here and I'll start with the bottom. So this is a big success story. This is my romaine lettuce that's getting ready to be picked for the first time. So this particular head was the runt of the litter, and I had it in that hole way down at the end, and it must not have been getting enough sun or something. So I moved it over here, and it's taken a while, but it's flourishing. And so what I'm going to be able to do today is take some of the leaves off, and this is good romaine lettuce. And then this I think is bib lettuce, and I've had the same. This was not a runt. This one's just doing very well. And you can see that I've taken off some of the leaves already. So everywhere there's a missing, there's a half stalk there, is where I've cut a leaf off and taken it in and eaten it. And so what I'm doing is I'm taking off the outer leaves, and then the inner leaves grow and they become the big outer leaves. And so that's happened with this one as well as the other three romaines. You can see all of this. I've had two different harvests and on all three of these, and as you can see, I mean, this is about 8-10 inches long, this one. So they're almost ready to be picked. And so I'm really happy that I've been able to do lettuce and have 2 weeks worth of harvest, and I'm gonna see how many weeks in a row I can keep going with these same plants. Here's the cilantro. I've also harvested this several times. This is starting to get out of control. I honestly don't know what to do with so much cilantro. So we definitely have plenty of that. Now, just in the past couple of days, some caterpillars got to my Brussels sprouts. You can see all the Brussels sprouts have holes in them from these little caterpillars. I'll throw up a picture. And so I got some spray to hopefully kill those before anything bad happens. Now with Brussels sprouts, I'm still waiting for the actual sprout, which is that little pea-sized thing in between the crux of each stalk. So they're tiny. You can barely even see them. So I don't think that's hurt yet. So I'm going to spray those with some organic spray that I got. And the same with the broccoli leaves. Now this I thought was lettuce, and I posted this and a bunch of people told me it's definitely broccoli. So my broccoli, as you can see, I mean, these are really torn up. So I don't think it's a coincidence that the same kind of really thick, not shiny, but very hardy leaves. Those are the leaves that are getting eaten. And so hopefully the caterpillar spray will keep that from coming back. So now we have the tomatoes and the cucumbers, and I'm really happy with these because it's doing what I had hoped it would do. So I knew, backing up, that at some point these would get too tall and they would either block each other or they would just fall forward. So I strategically, with some twine, garden twine, I have this one going over. So this is upper left, then it's staggered here. This one, I have it stationed here, and then when it gets to the top, it's attached again. So this thing is super long. It's all the way from the second tier, and it's going over the edge. You've got this one, same kind of thing. I have it sort of stabilized here, but then I have it secured here at the top. This one as well, and so on. So there's 6 of those, 6 tomato plants, and I've got just a few tomatoes coming in so far. And there's a lot of flowers. I'll show you the backside. So here's the backside of the tomatoes, and like I said, they're coming from the front and coming over. And this one, I mean, this one over here is holding nicely there. This one has not only come up above, but come over and is hanging down. This one sort of, this one really hanging down, and this one as well. So I'm a little surprised at how few tomatoes have actually started, but I've got tons of flowers, so I think it's only a matter of time. And here are my cucumber plants, and this is the same concept as the tomatoes, which is to have this one is strategically held on up here, and you can see a cucumber coming in right there. I'm going to show you the cukes in a minute. This one down below sort of takes a right-hand turn and then comes up and goes here. It's braced on the pipe itself, and then as it gets higher, it's secured at the top. Let's see if I can get in there. That guy right there. And then same with these two over here. This one and this one. So now this one's got tons of cukes coming in. So everywhere there's a flower, there should be a cuke behind it. And if there's not, that means it's a male and I have to get rid of it. But so far, every one of them has. So there's at least 8 or 10. And those go over the side as well. So the lettuce, or not, yeah, the lettuce, the tomatoes, and the cucumbers are my big success so far. And the peppers are just coming along slowly but surely. I've got 6 bell peppers that, no fruit yet, but they're doing nicely. And then, what else? Oh, yes, these are the other 2 peppers down here. They're more mature, so I've got 2, 4, 6. And then the broccoli that I planted that was like falling over when I brought it out here is really thriving. And I've got 3 of those going. So that's like a complete wrap up of all what I have going on here in the front. And I do want to just take a quick second to go around back and show you how the edamame's doing. So this is the real soil I'm doing, and I just staked these today. So the edamame plants are doing nicely, and as you can see, there's little guys right there, little edamames coming in. So that's good. That means they're budding. There's one right there. That's really good. So some I staked up. Another thing I'm looking into is whether, so these are 3 roots together, and I'm trying to decide whether I should keep them or if I should pull 2 of them out or try and move 2 of them. So for now, I'm keeping them the same. I'm going to figure that out. That's one of my next steps. And then over here, not doing quite as well, but I think they're doing well. These are the sugar snap peas. And definitely stuff was eating these as well. I put some neem oil and some of the caterpillar killer, and that seemed to work. So I've got 4 of those. So there you go. Okay, so that's it for the mid-June report on my 2024 hydroponic garden. I'll check back in a week or 2.